It is now halfway through the year, and I wanted to go over some updates I've made to my home workout program. I'm going to go over exactly how I've laid out this template and then put together what I would do as an exercise for my dumbbell and body weight routine, as that is what I'm currently using in my home workouts right now. So, with that, let's jump right into the program and not waste any time. So, for day number one, we have a warm up of the squat. Now, I will take out my squat wedges and do a body weight squat that way for 5 to 10 reps before jumping into the first main exercise. And that first main exercise is going to be the squat. And for me, I do heel raise squats using a bar and attaching my dumbbells with the squat wedges. The second exercise is the row on the template. And for me, I like to do chest supported rows using my dumbbells and my incline bench. The next exercise on the list is the chest press. And for me, I like to actually do push-ups here. Feel free to weight them as needed in order to fall somewhere in that 5 to 15 rep range. The next exercise in the list is the lateral raise. I just do standing lateral raises, but feel free to sit if that's more comfortable. And the final exercise is the calf raise. I do standing calf raises using my squat wedges to get a little bit more range of motion, and I use the bar with the dumbbells up over my shoulders. And also note, for better balance, I do lean against the wall. That way I'm not falling backwards trying to stay up on the squat wedges. So that's it for day number one. Jumping into our cardio day, I did have a few options here, but to keep it really nice and simple and to allow some recovery while getting the blood flowing, I would like you to just do 10,000 steps in your day. Now, this is during the entire day, but aim to get 10,000 steps. I like to go on walks with my dogs for about 30 minutes twice a day, and that usually gets me pretty close where the rest of my day of walking around gets the remainder of that 10,000. But no, I do have other things listed in my program, but this is what I'm going to stick with just to make it simple. All right, now day number 3, another resistance train day. We are going to warm up with body weight push-ups, but for that 5 to 10 reps, aiming to really focus on the target muscle of the chest and shoulders with the rep tempo. Now, the first main exercise is the overhead press in the sheet. However, I like to do seated shoulder pressing by sitting on a bench and then kicking the dumbbells into place, as I find this a bit easier and safer to get into position. Next up, I have listed the Romanian deadlift that you can do with dumbbells. However, I've recently changed over to the Nordic hamstring curl as a body weight exercise. The one thing here is you are cheating, but because it's not hip hinge, but I do like how much it targets the hamstrings. So it's up to you if you want to follow this. Again, it's very, very, very hard. If you can't, feel free to just do Romanian deadlifts instead. The third main exercise in the list is going to be the reverse fly. And for me, I actually like to do chest supported reverse flies using my dumbbells and the bench, but do it however you feel is appropriate for you. The next exercise is the bicep curl on the list. However, I like to do incline bicep curl, where I sit on the bench with a slight incline. That really helps me to lock my elbows in place and focus on the biceps doing the movement. And the final exercise of this workout is going to be the crunch. And personally for me, I do a decline crunch using my bench, and feel free to take any weight plates to weight this even more. One thing to notice is that the movement is actually very, very small, as you're just trying to curve the spine by contracting the core. You're not throwing your whole body forward. So that's it for day number 3. Let's jump into day number 4, which is another optional cardio day. And for me, I've really enjoyed putting sprints in here. So I do 100-meter sprints where I sprint out and then I walk back to the start. And for the effort involved in these, I do 50% effort, 75% effort, 90%, 100%, and I drop to 75 for the last one. And I find this can be done in about 10-ish minutes and really gets the blood flowing and really just makes me feel young again. All right, moving on to day number 5, we are going to warm up with the pull-up. And if you need to, feel free to assist this by standing on a bench or using resistance bands. But again, pull-ups or bodyweight pull-ups are the warm-up for this day. And now listed, I do have pull-downs as the main starting exercise for this workout. However, I actually do pull-ups instead, normally, not assisted, but normal pull-ups. And sometimes I even weight them when I feel like I'm strong enough to do so. Now, the next exercise is the chest fly in the program. And for me, I'm going to keep this here as I can use the dumbbells to do a chest fly. I do set a slight incline, as this is just to help prevent any issue from me getting out of the exercise. Once I reach momentary muscle failure, I can come forward a bit easier than when it's flat. So feel free to do that if you feel like that's more comfortable. Now, the next exercise in the list is the split squat. I like to start with the weak leg and max that out, and then match it on the strong leg so that I can try and get them to the same strength over time. And once you do one each side, that counts as one total set before starting your second set as needed, again to momentary muscle failure. Moving on, we have the tricep extensions listed in the plan. And for me, I do skull crushers using my bench. Feel free to do this just lying on the floor, but I like to do them from my bench as I feel this is just a little bit better in getting that range of motion. And the final exercise here that I have is the shrug. I just do normal standing shrugs in place with the 50-pound dumbbells. You might want to really focus on slowing this down and not going all the way to where you have no tension. Just make sure you kind of are always contracting through the movement, and you should feel the traps activate throughout the movement. So for me, that would be Monday through Friday, all covered in the plan so far. Let's go over the 2 remaining days, which are optional mobility days. Now, each of these exercises only lasts 2 minutes and have no rest in between, so you're just going one to the other right through it for about a 10-minute total. So the first one of these is the dead hang. You will need something to hang off of. You can use like doorway pull-up bar or a regular one, whatever, but you just are going to hang there for 2 minutes. You can take rests as needed. Next up, we have the toe touches. You can do this as standing toe touches. You can do them as seated toe touches, or maybe do half and half. Maybe do 1 minute standing, 1 minute seating. I don't care. Just do them for that 2-minute period. Next up, we have a plank for 2 minutes. For this, really try to keep the contraction in the abs throughout the entire thing. You should have a little bit of rounding of the back if done properly. Most people just let their midsection sag, and that is not really a plank. That's much easier. Really try to have the contraction in the core for as long as you can. Again, take rests as needed. Next up, we have the Superman exercise. So you're just gonna be laying on the floor, lifting your hands and feet off the ground, kind of in a flying Superman position. And again, you're trying to stay in this position for 2 minutes. It's a lot harder than it looks. And then the final movement I have is the deep squat. I personally hold on to things to keep me upright, but the goal is over time to try and be able to get into that lower position without any kind of assistance. All right, day 6 is out of the way. Let's go over the final day 7. And again, each of these are 2 minutes long, but here's what it looks like. Starting off, we have neck flexion. You can simply, if you don't have any weights or anything, just move it around forward and backward or around side and side, whatever you want to do. But if you want to kind of weight it and start building a neck, you can just do flexion with something like one of the dumbbell plates in order to start building some more neck strength and size. From there, I have wrist flexion and extension. So I actually like to put these behind my back. I take the dumbbells, hold them behind my back, and do wrist flexions that way, as I feel it's just a little bit more comfortable than putting them in front of me. Next up, we have arm circles, where you can do, say, 1 minute forward and 1 minute backward, making it easy. You could also do what's called up and overs by taking a band or a bar, and then kind of doing the same thing. You can't go all the way around as the bar or band will hit your body, but this is a nice little mobility stretch to kind of loosen up the shoulders. Moving along, we have the seated spinal twist, where I do 1 minute facing one direction, and then I swap to 1 minute facing the other direction to kind of get some rotation movement in my day. And again, if you need to rest through this, feel free to do so, but you're just doing 1 minute on each side. And then our final mobility drill is the 90-90 hip switch, which is alternating. So you're going to go kind of make 2 L's with your legs on the ground from one side, swap over, back and forth, keep it nice, steady and slow, and kind of really get deep into it before changing to the alternating side. Now that is it. That is the entire plan and the one I'm using for the rest of 2026, probably going into 2027. I'll still look to see if I want to make any additional updates. You may see some other things in the plan as well, but that's generally what I'm focusing on doing for the remainder of the year. Cardio might be the only thing that holds me back, as weather permitting could change things. Maybe I do something like farmer's carries instead on some of the days, or I can do it inside. But otherwise, this in general is a very, very, very simple plan you can do. It takes roughly 30 minutes if you just do 2 sets per exercise. It would take 45 minutes if you did all 3 sets in the plan. But do know it's pretty easy, doesn't take that much time, and just using progressive overload over time, you will see results if you stick to this and put in enough effort. But with that, what are your thoughts? What would you change? Leave it in the comments below. I'm happy to take a look and discuss further in that comment section. But with that, be fit and game on.